Welcome to today's eye plumping workout. My name is Elise, your favorite face yoga coach, and today's workout is excellent for plumping up and waking up the eyes. Maybe you stayed up too late for the holidays, or even sometimes when we do too many cheek workouts, our cheeks will become very toned, leaving our under eyes to look more hollow than they did before. So this is great for anyone who's been working out their cheeks maybe too much, anybody who wants to increase the volume in their eyes, or even just waking your eyes up after the holidays. Let's jump right into it. We're going to start with eye align with tapping. So you want to close your eyes and look up into your eyebrows. I'm going to keep my eyes open here so you can tell how your eyes should be, but you can go ahead and close your eyes. You're going to start gently tapping with your fingertips underneath your eyes, moving all the way around to your temples and then up above the eyebrows. After you've gotten up here, you can just go back down, and we're moving back and forth from underneath the eyes where the cheeks touch the eyes to all the way above the eyebrows. And what this exercise is going to do is strengthen and tone the muscles of the inner eye. It's also going to create symmetry and enhance the natural shape of our eyes. And then when we look up into our eyebrows behind closed eyes, we're really balancing and refreshing our inner glands. So keep going here, connect with your breath, make sure you're not creating any tension in your forehead or in your jaw, really just tapping and breathing it out here. I want to remind you to go slow during this exercise. This can trigger someone with migraines, so go very slow and be gentle at first. When you're ready, you can go ahead and release. We're going to move on to eye toner. So place your hands underneath the bone of your eye. Your middle finger is going to rest right on that bone, right below it. And then your ring finger is going to rest right on the lower part of the bone of the eye. The pinky finger is resting on the cheeks, and the index finger is resting on the forehead. So we're going to squeeze our eyes shut here. You want to imagine you're pulling the upper eyelid upward, squinting and lifting the lower eyelid, really focusing on the inner part of the eye here. So our hands are keeping the skin and muscle in place, and then our eyes are squeezing shut, squinting against the resistance of our hands. So keep focusing here on the inner eye. You're not trying to completely close your eye. We're just squinting and feeling that opposite resistance. So we're looking up, we're lightly squinting, our hands remain in position, our elbows are wide, our shoulders are open. We're breathing deep here and keep squeezing that inner eyelid, squeezing that lower eyelid. We can do the static version here first, where we're just holding, and squinting. Make sure that the eyebrow is relaxed. Our hands are holding it in position here, but we're not tensing in the eyebrows or in between the eyebrows. The rest of the face is relaxed, and we're really just activating through that lower eyelid mainly, and especially on the inner part of the eye. You can check in a mirror to make sure it's symmetrical, and then when you're ready, you can go ahead and release. We're moving on to double V. So place your index finger and middle finger on the inner and outer parts of your eyes. We've done this exercise before, and we're squinting. So looking up and squinting, really activating that lower eyelid here. You're welcome to do the static version or the dynamic version here. I'm doing the dynamic version where I'm making pulses with the lower eyelid and releasing. You want to make sure your fingers stay lifted here and they're not pulling down. So we're not lifting up and spreading them wide, but we almost are. We want to make sure they stay relatively lifted, and we're pulling out in the slightest way so we get that resistance in the lower eyelid. Let's make sure our neck and back is relaxed here. Our shoulders are relaxed. We're not carrying any tension in between the eyebrows or the forehead. Our shoulders are relaxed, our jaw is relaxed, our lips and mouth are relaxed. Let's all take a deep breath in together and a long breath out, and then you can go ahead and release, and we'll move back to the eye toner. So place your hands in position, the middle finger underneath the eyebrow bone and the ring finger resting on the bone underneath the eye here. So we're looking slightly up, and then this time you can go ahead and try the dynamic version, opening and closing. So not fully closing, but we're opening the eyes and squinting. Really focus here again on that inner eye, the inner part of the lower eye. If your shoulders are starting to hurt, you can take a break. I know my arms are getting tired here. So keep your hands in position. The fingers should not slide or move. Our fingers are offering the resistance so that our eyelids can work against the fingers holding the skin and muscle in place. So we're offering the resistance here. We're doing the dynamic form of the exercise, which is really going to add volume to these eyes here. So when we do the dynamic form of the exercise, we're really helping to add volume. When we do the static version, we're helping to tone and lift. When you're ready, you can go ahead and release here. Let's do the double V again. So placing your hands in position, making sure the inner eye and the outer eye are being held in place with a gentle, very slight lift and a very slight movement outwards of your index finger slightly out. And then that gives the resistance for our lower eyelid to really come in there and work. So we're lifting from our lower eyelid. Imagine everything on your face is calm and relaxed and still, and we're only activating that lower eyelid here. So if you're doing the dynamic form of this exercise, you're squinting and releasing, squinting and releasing. Make sure you do this at a pace where you actually feel the activation. You're not just going through the motions. If you need to slow it down, please do that and really feel that under eye working here. Let's release together and we'll do the eye toner one last time. So placing your hands in position, the middle finger is right underneath the eyebrow bone, the ring finger right underneath the eye on the bone here. And we're looking up and we're squinting. Squinting and releasing. Make sure you're not creating any wrinkles on your forehead. Your middle finger shouldn't be lifting your eyebrows too high or pressing them up into your forehead. It's really just holding there underneath the bone so we get that resistance here. If you need to smooth the forehead skin with your index finger, you can go ahead and do that. So we're squeezing that lower eyelid, squeezing those eyelids shut, squeezing both those eyelids, and then really activating in that inner part of the eye here. So you can squeeze both eyelids. We're not trying to close the eyes. We're really just squeezing them to get that opposite resistance here. Doing the dynamic form of this exercise is really going to help plump up the eye muscle here. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out, and then go ahead and release. All of this arm and shoulder workout has my neck and shoulders feeling tight. I'm doing a couple shoulder rolls and I'll maybe throw in a back neck stretch. Hold this for a few seconds to release any tension before going on to double V one last time. So moving on to double V for the last time, placing your hands in position here on the inner and outer corners of the eye. This is the go-to exercise for anything eye plumping related. It's really going to help tone that lower part of the eyelid, help reverse any tear troughs under eye bags. It's going to help dark circles. It's going to release puffiness and really just help plump up that under eye that becomes so hollow and drained, especially when we're not getting enough sleep, we're eating too much sugar, maybe drinking alcohol, drinking too much caffeine for the holidays. This is going to get you in the right place. I know that I definitely have been struggling with these things over the last week or so these feel great. Go ahead and release when you're ready. And we're going to move on to cat eyes. So taking your hands, placing them on your temples at the ends of the eyebrows. So covering the ends of the eyebrows, lifting up and back, pressing slightly in. So your eyes are looking like cat eyes, and then squeezing your eyes shut against the opposite resistance. So remember, if you can, to keep your tongue up at the roof of your mouth. This is going to help activate this exercise, really help send everything upwards. We're really lifting up the sides of our face. It's going to reverse crow's feet, and make sure as much as you can, you're not tensing in the back of the neck. So this one can be hard with the angle of your arms. Go ahead and release. We're going to do this a couple more times. So placing your hands back in position, connect with your breath here, pressing up and back, pressing in, squeezing your eyes shut against the opposite resistance. Elbows are wide, and try to relax your shoulders here. Try to relax your neck. Really try to relax your entire face except for your eyes and your temples, squeezing down against the opposite resistance of your hands moving upwards. So shoulders are down, elbows are wide, neck is long, and chest is open here. Sometimes this is hard. We're scrunched over. You want to really open everything up here. Go ahead and release, and we're going to do this exercise one last time. So when you're ready, you can place your hands in position, lifting up with your hands, looking down towards your chin, squeezing your eyes shut from the opposite resistance here. And if you want to try the dynamic version, go ahead and do that. So we're squeezing the eyes shut and then releasing, squeezing shut and releasing. So this is going to be great for reversing crow's feet. It's going to release any of the stagnation, adhesions, and tension out the outer corner of the eyes. And it's really going to help lift the entire sides of the face up. So we're reversing wrinkles around the eyes, we're plumping the eyes, and we're lifting the entire face up by the temples. It's really great for the upper part of the face, for the middle part of the face, really lifting everything up. And again, toning that outer part of the eye here. So reducing any fine lines and wrinkles around the eye, and lifting and toning the temple and cheekbone area. Let's take a big breath in together, a long breath out, and when you're ready, you can go ahead and release. We're going to do the eyebrow pinches next. So taking your index finger and thumb and gently starting at the center of your eyebrows and making small pinches from the center of the eyebrows all the way to the ends of the eyebrows. We can store a lot of tension in our eyebrow area without noticing it. Maybe you're focusing deep. For me, I made hundreds and hundreds of cookies. I was hunched over a bowl all weekend just baking. So I was focusing, I was looking down, I was not taking care of my face. And now it feels really great to get back into this self-care routine. So releasing any tension from the eyebrows here, and then go ahead and release. And that's it for today's emergency eye care after the holidays. I hope this workout leaves your eyes glistening and glowing and bright for the new year. If you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for working out with me. Namaste, and I'll see you in the next video.